All right, I got your plan open in X10. I'll program it to be editable in Home Designer products. I don't have Home Designer Pro 2019 installed on this computer. It's on my laptop. Okay, let's take a look. First thing I always look at is edit default settings, floors, and rooms. Current floor. So you're telling the software you want an 8-foot ceiling. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we got an 8-foot ceiling. We do. Good. See if it's true for the deck. We have ceiling turned on, like I told you. And yeah, -2 for the floor. That's fine. You want it, the outside room's a little bit lower than the house, so that rain doesn't blow into the house. That's very good. Now, as I said in my earlier post, I'm going to do a cross-section camera here. All the truss tool does is fill this void up that you created between the roof planes and the flat ceiling. That's all it's designed to do. So I'm going to go back to plan view, and you got 2 lines there. That shouldn't be. I'm going to turn the grid off. I never use the grid. You can just move this roof plane out of the way. Oh, it's just showing 2 lines. Okay, I'm going to hit undo and put it back where it was. Probably a layer turned on that I don't commonly use. Let's take a look under roof planes. Baseline polylines. I never used that. I just never use it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't commonly. I decided not to use it. Okay. Baselines I want on. Gable lines I don't need. Gutters I don't need. That's turned off, so that's fine. So make sure I open the right thing. I think I opened the wrong display options. Most new users don't understand there's more than one display options. There's one for each camera type, one for plan view, one for reference view. They all look the same, but they're not the same. Okay, baselines. Okay, looks like everything's the way I want it. Now, why do we have 2 lines there? I'm not quite sure. I've never seen that before. Those double line. Anyway, I don't think it's significant. We'll see. I'm going to go over here to build, framing, truss tool. See it, even the icon looks like a truss. Build, whoops, build, framing, truss. There it is, roof truss. Then you just left click and drag. And okay, can I create roof truss at this location because no roof planes were found? Huh. Well, these look like roof planes. What the heck are they? It says roof plane. Let's see. Okay, you got 2 floors, I guess. Let's take a look at the overview. That looks fine. It must be the truss down there for some reason. I'm going to delete that. Yeah, that was the truss. Let's see what's wrong with the settings here. Why don't you have it set to default? I don't know. Commonly, you want to follow defaults except where you want to diverge, like this here. You know, that's fine. Oh, use soffit for, that's not appropriate for this condition. I don't remember what this is used for. You can look it up in the reference manual, but I rarely ever use that command. Let's try that again. Build, framing, roof truss. Okay, I didn't get an error that message this time. I'm going to drag that over in front of the camera. Get over there. And there it is. See, it just fills in. So you had one appropriate setting, and that denied you doing what you wanted to do. And I've kind of mentioned that before. Of course, new people don't always know what an improper setting looks like. But I knew from experience that this use soffit for sealing is not something I rarely ever use it. And you weren't wrong to try it, but it kept you from getting what you wanted. Now, once the trusses are in here, got it one in here, I'm going to drag this one to the end. Well, okay, it's not moving. I'll use the arrow keys to bring it down then. For some reason, dragging didn't work. Now this one here, I'm going to, let's see, I want to go, well, Pro doesn't have this tool, so I'll do it a different way. Pro has this tool, so I'm going to click on that and make 8 copies and move each copy up screen 24 inches. Click OK. There's 8 trusses. I got an additional one that I don't need, so I'm going to delete that one. Now this outer one, I'm going to open the dialog box on it, and force it to rebuild and tell it to be an end truss. It's going to be a different configuration from the other. See the number change to TR2? We'll go back to the, I closed the elevation camera. Let's take a look at the end truss that I just made. Well, you can't see it for this wall here. Let me remove the wall with this delete surface tool. Yeah, that's what an end truss looks like. You got a bunch of perpendiculars instead of angular interior pieces. Now we'll take a look at this truss, and it's like the one that you saw earlier, a TR1. That's just what Chief names them. That's no big industry. You can see the end truss through it on the end, and then look at it. Let me close this. We'll do a framing overview, and you'll see the trusses in place. Oh, looks like there's 2 out there. Let me click on that one. And okay, there must have been some old leftover framing there from where you shouldn't build framing before you place trusses. You place the trusses and then build framing. See, now we got goofy framing in here. So you would now, when the trusses are in there, I would go to the build framing, and rebuild the wall. Let's see, build ceiling framing, build, where's wall? There it is, wall, build wall framing, and build roof framing. Where's roof framing? There it is. And yeah, and then click OK. And then you'll see the framing comes out quite a bit nicer. Not perfect, but nicer. Okay, now there's no framing in here because right now you have no walls to find there. That's no big deal. I mean, you just have invisible wall here, as I assume. And for an open air deal like this, what I would do is just take those 3 walls and, oh, they are visible. Okay. We need to make them no locate and railing. What's going on here? Let's see. Rail star, where's rail star? There it is. That should be post to beam and no half post at wall. The newels and balusters, this should be set to 3.5 or 4x4s. And I don't want the rails drawn. So yeah, none of the posts are showing. I'm going to turn the framing off now. See, footings, I don't care about those. Step markers, certainly not. Roof blocking, no, no, no. I think that's everything. Yeah. Okay, now you can see there's a post here and here. Probably don't want two posts out here. The way to reduce the number of posts is go over to newels and balusters and increase this figure here. I'll go to 11 feet. See, that makes 3. And you can get rid of the center one by increasing it to like 20 feet or 30 feet. Yeah, I got rid of it. But that's up to your engineer, whether there's a center post or not. I'm just showing you can control the number of posts, even though they're kind of automatic. And now this is a little bit more of a finished product. Let's see, let's take a look in an overview camera. Yeah, something like that. And your trusses are in place. Okay, thanks for watching.